Okay, I wanted to do a couple crochet updates. First, we have a ton of like plushies and charms that I made. I've never made actual plushies before. I've made stress balls where it's literally just you do a magic circle, make a circle, and then that's it. But these are a little more complicated, obviously. So we have these two bears. They're not bunnies. I don't know why I said that. They're very cute. They're just not the most even. And I tried my hardest, but like I literally can make them even. So very cute. They both have like little clips to hang them on. I made this cat, which is the one that I dislike the most, honestly. I just don't think it looks right, and honestly, like, there's just something off about her, and I don't know what it is. And then we have these two bunnies. I think they're like Mithies or something. I don't really remember. Both very cute. And then we just have a ton of stars in a couple different colors, and then some hearts. Oops, nice job on. And with these, I just had it tie off with yarn because I feel like you could like attach this onto something else. I didn't really want to use a clip for that. And then I also made this little bag, which it's like the tiniest thing in the world, but I feel like it's really cute. I honestly was just trying to use up the rest of the yarn, so it's just gonna be like the most teeny tiny bag ever. Like, I don't really know what you're gonna fit in that, but it'll work. And then I made this leg warmer. It's like super stretchy. These are all gifts, so I'm not gonna like sell them or anything. And then I've been working on this skirt since yesterday. I completely know that it's like see-through because when it's on and like the gaps are even bigger, but I kind of want it to be like a beach cover-up vibe. And I just finished the last row of the solid stitches, and after this I'm gonna do gap rows, which hopefully will make it go by faster. But my plan is to do like, how many am I doing? 5 gap rows with brown, 5 with this color, 5 with this color, and 5 with this color. Except if I get to 5 with the brown and try it on, it's like not that long, then I'll do 10 rows with each color instead. Which actually, maybe I should just do the 10 rows for each. I don't know. It's kind of like way simpler than I expected to make this. I just did foundation single crochets, measured it around to make sure it fit, and then started doing treble crochets. And like I literally didn't try it on until I was a few rows into the brown. Like I really am not trying hard with this, but I feel like it's always been so intimidating to me to make a skirt. But I took apart the top that I talked about in my like, I think it was everything I crocheted in March and April. I took apart that top because I didn't like it, and no one commented on that video saying that they wanted it, so I was like, I'm tired of it. I was trying to think of things to like change about it to make it likable, but I couldn't think of anything, so I took it apart. That's how I got the black yarn and this yarn. So I am really excited about this. I'm gonna make it like a maxi skirt. That's why I need so much yarn for it, but it's turning out pretty well so far. I definitely feel like it's achievable. I did the black yesterday, and then I did the brown today, and I really haven't spent that much time on it because yesterday I finished weaving my ends on the granny square sweater, and I did that pink bag, and then I did this. So like, it's not like I spent all my time and just did this small section. But I low-key have you balance kind of precariously. You're like balancing on top of a mirror, but I just wanted to like sit on my bed. I have finals next week, and so I've been preparing for that all day, all weekend, all week, and I'm kind of wanting a break. Even though I really shouldn't be taking a break, I should be focusing on it, but I need that break anyway, I don't care. My one thing that I would recommend is definitely to try it on, because once I got to like this, I was like, oh, this is practically like a full-length skirt. And then I tried it on and it was like barely covering anything, and I was like, oh. So, I mean, obviously it's gonna be like stretchier, it's actually fitting to your body, it's not laying flat, so that's why that happens. But if you're wanting to make a skirt, keep trying it on. I mean, I say that for everything I make, but like I don't even, when I make tops, I don't really try them on, honestly. But like anything like this, I feel like you definitely have to. I'm trying to figure out if I want to do like a single gap. Wait, I can't even see that. Yeah, I think that's good. Or like a chain two. Oh, also, if I run out of yarn, I'll just make it like a shorter skirt. I don't really care. Anyway, I think it's like 4:50 right now. I think I'm gonna give myself a good half hour that I'm allowed to work on this, and then I should go back to studying, because I have an 8 a.m. final tomorrow, and that's not gonna be very fun if I put off studying until like 8 p.m. or something, and then I stay up all night, you know? Okay, that worked out perfectly. I have 1 stitch left, and I didn't count or anything. Like, I just perfectly have 1 stitch left to do my last gap. I was hoping that it was gonna work out like that, because sometimes I make projects and it just like magically works out. I mean, if it had been 2 stitches, it wouldn't have made that much of a difference. So like, it's really a 50-50 chance. So I don't know why I'm so surprised about it. just finished the brown section. I didn't increase on this last row because I feel like it's starting to like curve in a little bit. You can probably see. And I'll probably do a couple more increases like throughout the top. I'm so used to making tops throughout the skirt, but I don't want it to end up like super wide, so I don't really know how I'm gonna do. I honestly should probably try it on again, but I kind of don't feel like it, so I'm not going to. I think I will probably come back to you another day with whatever progress I've made, but that was fun. Okay, I just finished her. I will say I did already try it on, but I wasn't trying to have my like big reveal be off camera. I just didn't realize I didn't need more rows. So that's kind of awkward. But the one thing I like don't really like about it is that this part, it like goes in a little bit, and it does do that when it's on too, not just like laying down. But I did end up doing a few rows with this other yarn. The last row I literally had to do yarn chicken and redo that row so that I had enough yarn, because this is how much extra I ended up having. But the first time I did it, I probably had like this much left and no yarn, and I was like, it turned out really cute. I think I am gonna do a second one with this yarn. I don't really know what to do with this yarn because it's so little, but I do want to make another one with this yarn, except I want it to be like all gaps. I think I'm going to do the chain 2 vibe in between each gap so that it's like bigger gaps, more beachy vibes, because it's cute, but it's just like, it's not exactly what I pictured. Anyway, let me try it on so you guys can see what I mean. Okay, this is the best way I can think to show you, even though it's like not the best angle. Yeah, I think it turned out really cute, and like it is see-through obviously, but it's not like revealing almost. Like I wouldn't wear this just like all the time, but it's also not something that I feel like I technically only have to wear to the beach. I don't know, but it's really cute and it fits well. I just don't love that like it goes in and then goes out, like that kind of like mermaid style, because that's not really a style I like. Like I want it to just be straight. So with the next one I make, I'm going to do the first row single crochet foundation, same thing, and then I'm going to do my first row of gaps, but every single gap I'm going to increase. So hopefully if I do that, then it will end up being like a looser fit, because it's cute, but like it's way tighter than I wanted it to be. But yeah, I'm so happy. Like I can't believe I just made a skirt in like 2 days or something. Well, I guess it was 3 days, but it's fine. It still counts. I started the other skirt, and I think it'll work so far. Like I literally have 2 rows, so I don't know if it's actually gonna work out, but I'm kind of bored of just treble crocheting over and over. So I'm gonna use this yarn, and I think I'm gonna make another one of those hibiscus tops. I will be honest, my hands kind of hurting. I don't think it's very good for me to crochet this much, honestly, without like that many breaks, because like when I started crocheting this morning, my hands were hurting already. Okay, I'm gonna lock it. Okay, I finished the top. It turned out really cute. Obviously, I still have to weave in my ends, but honestly, I can't decide whether I like the bigger like flower pattern or the smaller one, because they're both really cute, but like low-key the smaller is like more aesthetic. I don't know. Also, I'm giving up on the skirt for today. My hands are literally just hurting too bad. Like I am loving my crochet motivation, but it is just making my hands hurt. So I think I have to be done for today, but I will come back another day for some more updates. To be completely honest, it's been a few weeks, but I have finally finished this skirt. So big reveal, so cute. I'm just wearing it with shorts right now. I probably would use this as like a beach cover up thing, so I'd wear like swimsuit bottoms. It doesn't do the weird mermaid thing, which is exactly what I wanted. And I probably honestly just have to make like a little bit tighter of a seam for the top part because it's a little bit loose. I have it like tucked into the waistband of the shorts, but it's completely fine. I don't even mind. I love her. I haven't weaved in my ends, but I only have 2 ends to weave in because when I changed yarn in the middle, I did a magic knot. So I don't have to weave in the end anymore. So glad. I love that. Like seriously, if you need to learn how to do that, go to my beginner tutorial because I showed them that and it's so easy. Or just look up yarn tutorial. It's so simple. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this like informal vlog slash like kind of see how I make this. So like tutorial kind of, but like not really. And also I just made a Pinterest. So go check that out because it shows all my crochet stuff and low-key a lot of things I haven't posted on my Instagram. So go check it out. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye. And low-key, a lot of things